Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on the direct purchase and direct purchase order policies and procedures. This video will show you how to create a direct purchase order through the SAP system. Let's start with a simple introduction about the DP and DPO. Direct purchase, DP, and direct purchase order, DPO, enable individual departments and units to purchase goods and services directly with a value of $2,000 or less without prior approval or processing through the Procurement Services Department. The purpose of this policy is to provide faster procurement services to the departments and units for low-value goods and services, in order to utilize the Procurement Services Department for more value-added and strategic procurement functions. Please note that goods and services provided through the direct purchase and direct purchase order are for AUC business use only and not for personal use. Direct purchase, DP, is for goods and services with a value of $500 or less per invoice. Direct purchase order, DPO, is for goods and services with a value of $500 to $2,000 per order. Here's a list of the goods and services excluded from this policy. 1. Imported non-educational items as well as hazardous restricted items that need prior government approval, such as the Pharmaceutical Authority, National Security, or Laser Institute, for example. 2. Stamps. 3. Stock items available at AUC main stores unless the stock item quantity is not sufficient and there is no purchase requisition in place for reordering. 4. Fixed asset equipment and furniture. 5. Used equipment or trade-in items. 6. Contracted services. 7. Government goods and services such as electricity, gas, water, work permits, licenses, etc. Also, please note that the purchase of specialized goods and services fall under the control of the respective department. For example, IT hardware and software requests are processed through the IT department. Construction goods and materials requests are processed through the construction department. Printed items are processed through the AUC printing services. Exceptions to these specialized purchases require the approval of the respective department. In the next part of this video, we will go through the steps of how to create a DPO through the SAP system. To create a direct purchase order through the SAP system, we have 3 major steps. 1. Create direct purchase requisition through the transaction code ME51N. 2. Release the direct purchase requisition through the transaction code ME55. 3. Create direct purchase order through transaction code ME21N. To get started, log on to your SAP system and enter your SAP username and password. In order to create a direct purchase requisition, use the transaction code ME51N. And there are some mandatory fields that must be filled. Make sure to select Document Type Department Direct PR from the PR drop-down menu on the top left. Select the account assignment. In the account assignment listed here, you can choose K or P. K is for cost center and P is for project. Let's use K for this video tutorial. Now enter the material that you want to purchase. You have the option to search for the material by material group or by material number. For example, let's use this material number. Enter the quantity you want to purchase. Then enter EA in the unit column. Next, enter the expected delivery date. Then enter the plant A110, which stands for AUC. Then enter the purchasing group. Select the purchasing group related to your department. Type your name under Requested By and type your phone extension number under the tracking number. Select the desired vendor from the AUC vendors list and then enter the purchasing organization A100, which stands for AUC Purchasing Organization. Then click on the check icon from the blue menu at the top. This is to make sure that your steps are correct and have no errors or missing information. This pop-up message will appear. The system will check the stock availability of this material at AUC main stores, as the system will not allow you to purchase any stock items available at AUC main stores according to the DPO policies and procedures. In our case here, this material is a non-stock item and the stock quantity is 0. Now you can purchase this item. Then the system will show you another section to enter the cost center. Enter your cost center number and then enter the valuation price per unit. Then click on Check again. At the bottom of the screen, you can see no messages issued during the check. That means that you have successfully filled out all the required data. Don't forget to press Save, and the system will generate a direct purchase requisition number as a reference number for your transaction. Please keep this number for your records. Now you have successfully created the direct purchase requisition on SAP. Now let's go through the steps on how to release direct purchase requisition. This is the role of the authorized user to review and release the direct purchase requisition. For this, use transaction code ME55. First, select the release code related to your department. Then enter scope of list, ALV, and then press the execute icon. A list of all pending DPRs will appear. You can double-click on the DPR line to review it before releasing. Then go back using the green button at the top. You can release the DPR by double-clicking on the green check mark icon on the purchase requisition item. Now, the direct purchase requisition is released successfully. Finally, let's go through the steps on how to create the direct purchase order. We will convert the direct purchase requisition to a direct purchase order as a final step. First, use the transaction code ME21N. Click on Department Overview. On the upper left side, below Department Overview, you can see the selection variant icon. Click on it and choose Purchase Requisitions. Now you are viewing this screen. Type the purchase requisition number, then press on the Execute icon. On the left side, you can see the DPR number. Drag and drop it into the shopping cart icon. Now the DPR is successfully reflected in the DPO with the same details you entered before. Select the purchasing group related to your department if it is not already there. Then enter the net price per unit. Then press Check. In the message that appears, click on the check mark. Afterwards, select the tax code. If the tax is calculated in the price of the unit, then click on 0%. If it is not calculated, then click on 14% VAT. Then click on the check icon. At the bottom of the screen, you can now see no messages issued during the check. That again means that you have successfully filled out all the required data. Now you have successfully created the DPO and you can save it or make any additional changes. You can click on the Print Preview icon to display the entire DPO after creating it. Don't forget to press Save, and the system will generate a direct purchase order number as a reference number for your transaction. Also, once you press on the Save icon, the system will print out the DPO automatically. You should then secure the signature of the authorized person and stamp it with your official stamp, and then send the DPO to the vendor to deliver the required goods or services. Once the vendor delivers the required goods or services, please submit the signed payment request, original invoice, the DPO, along with any support documents to the controller's office to process the payment directly to the vendor within 5 working days. If you have any questions or concerns about either policy or procedures, please contact any of the contacts appearing on the screen. Thank you for watching this video. We hope it was beneficial. For further explanation or details, please refer to the SAP manual or contact the AUC SAP team.